Hey guys, what's going on? 11/12/11 Saturday. I want to talk about your friend and mine, Lindsey Williams, because he was just on Sergeant Bull. I did an interview with him a couple of days ago. The link is below, and it was nothing short of completely outlandish and silly. And I'm going to explain why. First of all, I've got to say, A+ job to Sergeant Bull. You didn't waste one bit of time. You got right in there and asked him a very important question, which I think everyone is asking, because obviously you wouldn't have asked it unless there weren't a lot of people wondering it. And at a minute 10, you guys can check the video, the link is below. At a minute 10 in that tape, Sergeant Bull asks him, "Are you, Mr. Williams, a disinformation agent?" I love it, because he is. His answer was, "Oh, I'm not a disinformation agent. I'm an agent of Jesus Christ." I've been laughing for 2 days. It's like, did you just say that, an agent of Jesus Christ? How does one become an agent of Jesus Christ? Do you have to fill out an application? I mean, do you go on the Monster Jobs online and find out, oh, agent of Jesus Christ? It's, oh, click here, I can apply right here. I mean, who gets you in touch with Jesus Christ? I mean, do you have to ask Santa Claus when he comes down the chimney at Christmas time? And he dusts a little magic on you and says, oh, here's Jesus. What? How do you verify or quantify an agent of Jesus Christ? Do you think once he become an agent of Jesus Christ, he was hanging out with Tammy Faye Baker and Jim Baker, Jimmy Swaggart, hanging out at these bourgeois parties with the fine champagne and little cheese and crackers? Do you think he was doing that? I think he was. I mean, who is this guy to say something like this? An agent of Jesus Christ. Psycho Circus, man. Funhouse. Carnivalistic. I mean, where are you, guy? No, that type of rhetoric is not going to fly in the new world. People are much too sophisticated these days to even begin to fall for that cheesy, overplayed line. Okay, dude, you're Jesus Christ. All right, whatever. I mean, what he says, Lindsey Williams says, I'm an agent of Jesus Christ. Charles Manson, what did he say? I'm Jesus Christ, whether you want to believe it or not. Very similar. Might be important. What did Lloyd Blankfein say? CEO of Goldman Sachs, after he ripped off the American people for, like, billions and billions of dollars. What did he say? Oh, we're here at Goldman Sachs, we're doing God's work. Same nonsense. Same, oh, I'm God, I'm better, I'm an agent of Jesus Christ. I'm Jesus Christ whether you want to believe it or not. I mean, throw a lasso around those guys, throw them all in the same freaking rodeo rink, and paint them up in clown mascara and paint, and let them fucking, run with the bulls. That's where those guys belong. It's insane. It's ridiculous. It's completely narcissistic and out of this dimension. It really is. But the point that I want to make is that at 2 minutes, 25 seconds into Sergeant Bull's interview, and by the way, thank you very much, Sergeant Bull, for asking that question. Excellent job. He says, this is what Lindsey Williams says, delusional boy, over the last 35 years, not one time has any information that they, his Illuminati friends, have given me failed to take place exactly as they said it would. Never once has a single item failed to take place. He can't get into the interview more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds before these ridiculous comments start appearing. So I took his invitation and I went back and I looked at interviews. I pulled 2 interviews. They are in the links below. They are titled Video Number 1 and Video Number 2. Video Number 1 he did on June 17, 2010. Video Number 2 he did on January 28th, 2011. I went into the videos. I precisely marked the time of when he said these things, because he is absolutely wrong when he says, oh, they've never been wrong one time. Yeah, okay, buddy. Keep lying to yourself, please. I mean, just keep lying to yourself. 16 minutes into video number 1, June 17, 2010, he said this. Pressure, he's talking about the BP oil spill. Pressure of the leak is too great. It's at 20,000 to 70,000 psi, and he says, quote unquote, it is beyond human technology to contain it. Wrong. Wrong. Again, At 28 minutes, 10 seconds in video number 1, he said, quote unquote, everything that is happening in the Gulf is fitting into the elitist plan in relation to Iran. I was told a year and a half ago that there would be war with Iran in 2 years, quote unquote. And that would put the date of the war at January 2011. Now, let's fast forward down to the January 28th, 2011 interview, which in the links below is video number 2. If you forward it to 11 minutes, 10 seconds, this is what he said. And he makes references to the June 17, 2010 interview, but he slips up. And this is what he says. He states on the show that his source told him specifically, back in the June 2010 interview, that there would be conflict in the Middle East without Iran in the next 4 to 5 months. But the funny thing is that he slips up. When he starts to explain it, he goes, oh, well, my source a few months ago told me that there was going to be war with Iran. No, that's not what he said. He said that there was going to be Middle East conflict. No, that's not what you said. That's not what you said. So if you're going to make the claim that every single thing that you said was 100% correct, and there's never been one time that anything was wrong, well, you can't say these things, buddy. You can't say them because you're flipping your script. You're flipping your script to meet what was happening. It's not Iran. It's all of these other countries, and it wasn't a CIA plot. It wasn't done by the Illuminati. Everybody knows now that the uprisings that started in Egypt and Tunisia and Algeria were all done from organic sources, and the source of that was because people were tired of living on $2 a day, and people didn't have enough food, and they were tired of the government. The same reason why we have Occupy Wall Street in New York right now. That wasn't no CIA contrived Illuminati thing. It just happened. It just happened organically because people are only going to take so much. And that's what happened in the Middle East. But you see how he's trying to bend it back into what he said, but in his own words, that's not what he said. I mean, come on, dude, come on. Another point. He's always talking about fear, 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 fear. I don't know of any conspiracy theorist, including Jay Widener, Bob Chapman, Alex Jones, Max Kaiser, Webbot, Ben Fulford, David Wilcox, David Icke, all of these people who don't deal in this fear. He's always making it sound like, oh, the Illuminati, they're unstoppable. You can't touch them. You can't do anything to change their plans. There's nothing you can do. Get on your knees and take it. That's what he says. It's all fear-based. It is completely contrived. And this is my big issue with this guy, is that it's all fear. Fear can only come from one place, and fear is evil. It's that simple. So let's get back to some fear references. Let's go back to video number 1. Let's go to 45 minutes into the tape. 45 minutes. And this is what he said. There is no way to stop the elitist timeline of 2012 except the intervention of God. Let me tell you something right here, right now, buddy. This planet and this world belongs to all of us. All of the inhabitants, your elitist buddies, your Illuminati frickin' Drex, do not have a monopoly on this planet. And that's what it is. Number 2, let's go to another fear statement. 17 minutes, 40 seconds into the tape. BP, British Petroleum, has tried everything and they have not been able to stop the flow of the well. Lindsey Williams, what's going to happen? Question mark. His oil man told him the only thing left is a nuclear device. What does that imply? What does that infer? More fear. They're going to blow up a bomb into the ocean. The whole fucking world's coming to an end. Fear, 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 fear. Look, you can chop it and dice it, blend it and mold it however you want. And you can say however you want. The bottom line is that it's fear and it's wrong. It is wrong. State the facts. This fear stuff. Okay, let's go to video number 2, January 28th, 2011. 48 minutes, 50 seconds. This is another wrong statement. He says they, the Illuminati, the elitists as he called them, control China, Russia, just like they control America. Wrong! 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 That's why China and Russia and all these people, these international community, which I've been talking about since January, are selling bonds. They're not loaning the United States and Europe money, and they're actively taking positions and instrumenting policies to bring down the Illuminati. It's because, oh, the Illuminati controls all of them. Wrong! All right, let's go to video number 2. 40 minutes, 50 seconds into the video, he says that the uprisings in the Middle East have the mark of the CIA all over the Middle East. And that if they get a hold of the Suez Canal, that overnight gasoline will be $4, $5, or $6 a gallon. And this is what Mr. Fromm told me before he died was going to happen. No, it hasn't been $4 or $5 or $6 a gallon. Wrong! Since February of 2011, and everybody knows this, it's all over the web, that he has stated that gasoline is going to go $150 to $200 per barrel. Wrong! Let's go to another point here. Fear, 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 fear. They should call him Fear Slacker. Yeah. 5250 into video number 2. This is what he says. He tells people in this country, get on your knees and make sure your relationship with Jesus Christ, remember he's an agent of Jesus Christ, so you could probably put me in there as he's talking about himself. Get on your knees and make sure your relationship with Jesus Christ is settled and you are born again. Because that's the only thing that's going to get you through all of these traumatic times that we have coming. Let me say this again, clown boy. I and the rest of humanity, and I believe that I can speak in their behalf at this point in time, will never get on our knees for you or any of your little frickin' devil-worshipping cohorts. We will never bow down to you. We will never allow you to continue to control this world. And your time is over. Your time is ending. It really is. You know, these whole things about agent of Jesus Christ, I'm better because you can insinuate that from the message, I am God type things. Look, they ain't going to fly anymore. Nobody's buying your lies. Nobody's buying your stories. Nobody's buying your fear. And that's what I want to say today. And that's my rant. All right, guys. Thanks again for listening. Again, Sergeant Bull, A+ job in asking that question. Good for you, man. Thank you.